Okay.
I want to watch my show. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Okay. Okay, so we are going to read some cards. This is my first time live on YouTube, so I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but we're going to see what happens. So, my name is Whitbinding. I'm a professional card reader, and I tell people their future for a living. I'm just sharing this video out to my stories. Okay. So obviously I don't have a whole lot of followers on YouTube because I would say I'm fairly like inactive on this platform. I'm not really super active on this platform, but we're gonna read some cards and see how it goes. So I'm just gonna do like some readings. Hold on, let me see if I can. I don't know like how the chat works here, so all live chat must. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if you guys are in here and you want cards, you can leave a comment and I will read you some cards. It would be awesome if you could share out the video. I would love and appreciate that so much. And if nobody wants readings, then I'll just read for collective readings for the zodiac signs. And that's kind of what I did when like my other social media platforms had not a lot of followers. I would just read like zodiac sign readings and stuff like that. Okay. So I guess since there are no comments, we will start with Aries. Okay, so if you are Aries, you need to know that you're having like, you're very connected to the universe right now in your thoughts and in your speech. So it's definitely a good time for keeping those things positive. It looks like you are about to receive a blessing in your life. And it's just like repayment for all the good deeds that you've done and all the things that you've done that people haven't noticed. You're about to receive some kind of blessing in your life. So I don't know what it is. I don't know. It could be financial. It could be that you're going to have an unanswered prayer. But it looks like the universe is on your side and it's going to give you a win coming up very soon. I also see that you have an idea that's been planted inside of you and it's time to start nurturing it. It's definitely something that's being divinely guided. It looks like lately our Aries friends have been feeling a little bit uncomfortable, uneasy. It looks like maybe they've been having a hard time with communication lately. It looks like maybe they've been having a hard time communicating their wants and their needs in relationships and friendships. And I do see that it is definitely time for our Aries friends to start building some kind of strategy for the future, some type of strategy, or start planning for what they want their future to look like, planning new goals, new hobbies, things like that. I also can see that it's time for the Aries sign to start socializing a little bit more and becoming a little bit more connected to the people around them. So cool. Okay, if you guys are just coming in, if you do want a personal reading, you can leave a comment and I will read you. Okay, so I guess we're gonna read, let's do Taurus people next. Maybe we'll switch decks a little bit. Let me move back here so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit more. Because people will come in, they'll be like, why is this chick just sitting at her kitchen table? So I have like decks everywhere. I have so many decks right here. So I'm just gonna kind of flip through different decks and read different decks while we go. Like I said, if you guys want readings, if you guys want readings, you can totally leave a comment and I will read you. Make sure that you guys are following here. So make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel and so we get some followers over here. This is like my most inactive social media platform. Okay, Karen. You are at a place where you're definitely headed towards your destiny, but it looks like because of some things from the past that you haven't given forgiveness for, it says that you're missing out on joy in your life because there are things that are holding you back from the past. There are like old hurts and old things that have happened to you before that are still kind of sitting on your heart. And it says that this is holding you back from having true joy. You're definitely headed towards your purpose. And I can see that your instincts are very heightened right now. So if you have, that means that you're very connected to your intuition. If you're having feelings about people around you, or if you're feeling like someone's not right, you should trust that because your instincts are very, very strong right now. It also looks like you've been having a hard time. You've been struggling a little bit with patience. And also you have a card that reminds you to be aware of gossiping. So whether it's you or whether it's the people around you, just be aware of like accidentally talking about people when they're not there. And because that's still gossiping. It doesn't matter if you're saying something good or saying something bad. It's just like a useless thing, you know? And that's why it comes up in your cards. It might not even be you. It could be that you are around people who are a little bit gossipy, and maybe that energy is not serving you anymore. It's not serving a purpose in your life anymore. It says that it's time for you to have a rebirth in consciousness, which means that it's time for you to turn over a new leaf in your life. And it says that the new leaf that needs to be turned over needs to be full of joy, creative energy. It's time for you to really tap into those parts of you and become connected to yourself. I do see that there's a miracle coming up in your life. So it looks like maybe something you've been hoping for a long time is going to start to manifest very soon. It looks like there is a contract if there is a contract or written agreement in your life that you've been waiting on, it does say there's going to be more cancellation or delay with it. And I think maybe there's already been cancellation or delay in the past. It does say that there's a woman that's close to you. She's somebody, big ego, horrible with money. Definitely time to put some boundaries with her. And I do see that you have so many cards that say this, that it's time for you to tap into creative energy. It's time for you to really tap into your hobbies and things like that. So yeah, really cool. It's time for some creative energy in your life. All right, let's see. The YouTube comments are so weird. They show up for like 2 seconds and then they go away. It's crazy. This is my first time on YouTube, so I'm still figuring out everything. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to read, will my mom's health stay stable for a while? Let me see. It says that you do have a while where it's going to be okay. It is going to start declining again, and she is going to start having complications and conflict, but it's a little while out. So I would say you have like a decent amount of time right now where things are going to be okay. But I do see that there is a decline again in the future, which kind of sucks. It says it's very like emotionally stressful for her. She also keeps getting this. Oh, dementia. Yeah, that's a lot. Holy. She also keeps getting this man. Do you know who this is? It's a dark-haired man. She also keeps getting. I've pulled him like 3 times for her. Do you know who he is? Oh, your brother. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in and reading with me. I really appreciate it. I didn't really know how it was going to go on YouTube. I just recently got a live button on YouTube, so I just wanted to try it out and see what would happen, see how it would go. But yeah, we might be doing more lives over here. I kind of like it over here. It's nice and quiet. Okay, let's read a Taurus. I'm probably not going to read all the zodiac signs. I'm only probably going to read a few, but let's read a Taurus. Taurus energies. You guy, read Virgo. I'll do Virgo after this one. Taurus energies, you guys are in a state of self-discovery. So it looks like you're learning new things about yourself. You're learning new things that you enjoy and like. It says that your perception is changing and you are coming up on like a big transformation in your personality. I do see that the Taurus people are very impatient lately. It looks like, see, that's the thing about Taurus is they do lack patience. They do have a hard time being patient, but they're such givers, and your cards reflect that. Like, your cards say that you are somebody who is a giver. Be careful of becoming complacent. So be careful of becoming comfortable in that space where you're constantly giving to others, right? Because then it turns into people pleasing, and I think Tauruses slip into that. They really slip into that. They slip over that line between being a giver and being a people pleaser. It looks like the Taurus people in the room have had for one, if you guys have a spirit that you're connected to, you need to know that there is a spirit that maybe you have memories of, or maybe that you feel very connected to, and when you are thinking about them, they are with you. So you have this card that means golden memories, and it means that there's a spirit that is connecting with you whenever you think about them. It looks like the Taurus people have just been through some kind of sadness or sorrow in their life. And it also looks like they're about to have an unanswered prayer for all of their hard work and all of their good deeds. And I do see, like, it looks like the chakras becoming more aligned. It looks like sadness is starting to leave you, and you guys are going to become more whole and more peaceful coming up in the future. Cards look not too bad. Okay, Virgo. The Virgos have been spending a lot of time in isolation, it looks like. I do see that negative thoughts and negative speech have been kind of part of their lives a lot recently. If the Virgos in the place have been thinking about moving, it would be a good time for that. Also, if you are having financial constraint, you need to know that it is going to pass, and that things are going to get better for you financially coming up in the future. If you guys are new here, you can comment and I will read you your own reading. You just have to comment below. Let's see what else is going on here. Whoa. Okay, you got 2 cards in a row that mean rebirth, or that mean like spiritual awakening. I also have a lot of cards here that mean that there is a miracle coming, or there is a blessing coming in for the Virgos. I do think that it might be financial, just because you have this card over here that says financial constraint is going to leave you. Your finances are going to get better soon. It does look like the Virgos around us need to have a good cry, I think. And I think that that's like totally a strong Virgo trait. Like, I feel like sometimes you guys do need a good cry. All the ones that I know, that's for sure. Very emotional sign. It's definitely time for a good cry in your life. It also looks like, okay, so when it comes to romance, if you guys are connected to a romantic partner, it is a good time for really drawing close to them and kind of nurturing that love and really connecting with your spouse. If you are not in a relationship, it might be a good idea to start pursuing a romantic connection. It looks like it would be a really good time for that. All these cards, all these Wicca cards that I just pulled are all romantic cards. They're all love cards. So, it looks like there's going to be a lot of power and a lot of unification when it comes to romantic relationships. The other thing you have to remember is that you hold your own wisdom inside of you. So if there's anything that's bothering you, it would be a good time to quiet your mind and really connect with yourself and kind of sort those things through. But I do see that it's definitely a high energy romantic cycle for the Virgo people too. Cool. Love that. Okay, let's see what else comes up here. I guess we'll read Cancer. You are very welcome, Karen. If you guys are watching and you want cards, you can comment and I will read you. I would love it if you guys subscribe to the channel, and if you guys shared the video, that would be wicked. There's 2 people. There's somebody else, I think. That's okay. You don't have to feel obligated to stay. I'm used to being by myself. This is how you build your platforms, right? So I'm lucky because I have this thing where I can go live and I can like read to people who are not here, like, but I feel like some people don't have that. Like, it's really sucky when you're on live and you're like doing makeup by yourself. Like, sitting like you got no one to talk to you and like it's crappy. But for me, I mean, it's easy. Just read cards. Okay, Cancer. The Cancer, that's awesome. I like commend that so much because it's obviously very tempting to want to get a reading, but there's also so many people who've never had it before. So when people come in and they just listen and they like encourage other people to get readings, that like makes my whole day, because some people have never had this experience and it's so life-changing when you like, for you guys, you get it all the time, right? So like maybe it's not so life-changing for you now, but like for that person who gets it for the first time, sometimes they've never, like, sometimes that reading is the thing that changes their whole life, right? What, babe?
There's no monsters downstairs.
No, there's no monsters down there.
No.
Who told you there's monsters downstairs?
Not.
Did Brad tell you there's monster?
No.
Okay. There's none down there. Okay.
Mom, there's still a bug. It's trampoline.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing.
Mommy.
What?
Show bug on the trampoline.
Yeah, there's bugs on the trampoline sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it changes someone's life. Like, it changes everything for them, right? Okay, Cancers. Did we do? Yeah, Cancer, right? We have to be doing Cancer.
Mommy.
No, we already did Cancer, didn't we?
Mommy.
We did Aries, Taurus, Virgo. No, we didn't do Cancer yet. Okay, Cancer. No. No.
I have a phone.
There's no video games on it.
I have
Give it here. Give it here. You can play it for a little bit and then it's time for bed. You got 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then it's bed. Okay. Cancer, you guys are... It looks like there's been a lot of confrontation between you and other people lately, which is not common for the Cancer sign, but it does say that there's been some confrontation and it looks like there's going to be some more in the future. It looks like it's verbal, so it looks like it's like a verbal confrontation. I do see that when it comes to balance and when it comes to connecting with your family, it looks like you've been very busy lately. The Cancers have been kind of filling their life with stuff, so it means that it would be a good time to really connect with your families and really become like very connected with them, have meaningful moments, put the phones down. Killian, turn that down a little. I do see that it looks like you guys have been acting very impulsively lately, and it looks like when it comes to finances, the Cancers in the room have been going through a little bit of financial stress, but I do see that it's going to clear up soon and there's going to be some financial opportunities coming into your lives. So that means a new job, that could be a new opportunity for finances, drawing revenue. It means like getting a raise or getting a new job or a promotion, those types of things. That's what this card means. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's a big chunk of money coming. It just means that you're going to have financial opportunities, right? It looks like all the Cancers are in a fertility cycle, so definitely a good time for new projects, new goals. It looks like you guys are being kind of divinely guided towards what you're supposed to do next. I do see that whatever you choose to do next is going to bring a lot of peace, but remember that you have to take time for play. You have to take time for rest. You can't be all business all the time. It looks like the Cancers are becoming more connected to their intuition, and they're starting to realize that they are the commanders of their own power. They are able to manifest things in their own lives. So really, really cool reading, actually. Okay, let me do... If you guys are just coming in and you want readings, all you have to do is leave a comment and I will read you. I'll give you your own personal reading. I'll give you guys a second if you want to comment. Because I don't know if there's like a delay here or what. This is my first time reading on YouTube. So I'll just let you guys know, if you guys ever want to book with me, you can send me an email. My email is in the description of this video. So if you guys decide that you want to book a reading or you have some questions that you want to ask the cards, you guys are more than welcome. Oh, is it hard to find it? If you guys ever want to book a reading, you can send me a message on email. There we go. I also do mediumship, psychic readings, all that stuff. I talk to spirits. Oh, it doesn't let you comment unless you have an account then. It doesn't let you comment unless you sign it, unless you're signed in. That makes sense. Yeah, YouTube is like very strict with that too. Like they don't let people interact with the app unless they are signed in. Because I know, because my kids are never signed into it on anything. I try to like keep my kids on the guest on YouTube, because then YouTube starts suggesting stuff that the kids watch, and like I'm like, no, I don't want to watch some anime video game show. Like, no, YouTube, that's not what I'm into. Or it'll be like, taking a bath in 50,000 Orbeez. Like, YouTube, when did somebody tell you that this is what I'm into? Okay? Or putting 100 bath bombs in a pool. Really? Really, YouTube? Okay, we're gonna do Sagittarius, because that's my most compatible sign. Sagittarius. It looks like you guys have been struggling with either addiction or attachment issues. So, like, this could be really anything. I'll tell you an example. So right now, I am struggling with attachment issues because I legit cannot stop eating ice cream. I don't know what it is. I'm like generally not an ice cream person, especially a creamsicle, not a creamsicle, one of those chocolate, those ice creams where you dip it in chocolate. That is like not my vibe. I think that's like the weirdest thing ever. I've been eating them like 90, like so much. And it's just, I have like an addiction to it right now. Like I'm going through a phase. So it looks like the Sagittarius people are going through something like that as well. Attachment, addiction, and it could be just a phase, or it could be that, you know, they're very clingy in their relationships and they need to work on that. It could be that they are an addict and they need to go and find recovery for whatever their addictions are. Whatever it is, they don't believe that it's a problem right now, so they're kind of in the dark. I do see that it looks like because of this addiction or attachment, the Sagittarius people have been feeling a little bit ungrounded, insecure. They haven't been feeling strong. They haven't been feeling in their element lately. And it looks like it's definitely time for all the Sagittarius people to start taking action towards new goals, new hobbies, starting to socialize with other people. It looks like maybe you guys have been spending some time in isolation recently, so it would be a good time to get out of that as well. I do see that you guys have money coming. Your cards say that there is a financial blessing on its way to you, and it does say make sure that you're wise with it. Don't spend it all in one place. It looks like some of the Sagittarius people struggle with accepting and taking things at face value. So acceptance is definitely something that you want to put in the forefront of your mind right now. Just kind of taking things at face value, taking people at face value. It looks like a part of you is dying, and it's time for you to become more humble in your lives. Cool. Not bad at all. So it looks like maybe the Sagittarius people have been going through a little bit of a tough season recently, from what I can see. But that's okay. I think we all go through it, right? Okay, hold on. Let me turn some lights on here. So if you guys are just coming in, if you leave a comment, I will read you. Karen just said that you have to be signed in if you want to comment. You have to be signed in to YouTube. But if you guys do leave a comment, I will give you guys your own private reading. Just for you. Okay. While we're waiting, let's do Gemini, obviously. I'm a Gemini. We haven't read me yet. Let's read me. I don't get to read myself that often, actually. So that's cool. I'll take it. Okay, Gemini. Ooh. Geminis. So it looks like when it comes to love, it says that recently, it's, okay, all the Geminis are in really good shape when it comes to love. And I feel that so strongly. Like, it looks like when it comes to finances, it says that you guys have been, yeah, I can read myself and see what's coming up in my own life, but I prefer to have somebody else read me. Like, I do read myself. If something's like really stressing me out, I will read myself. But I usually use a deck that I'm not super familiar with, and I'll usually read it like straight from the book too. But generally, I like to have somebody else read me. And I know so many mediums and psychics that it's easy for me to just go to someone and be like, hey, I'm going through some shit. I need you to read me and tell me what's happening. But I usually don't read myself very often because I'm so used to knowing the future that it's like it doesn't even cross my mind to like get a reading. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I'm like reading so often, I can just kind of feel what's going to happen next. And I just have this like weird knowing when things are going to happen. So I don't worry about reading my cards or anything like that. I very, very rarely read my cards. So weird. Like, same with my husband. My husband doesn't get readings very often. But a few weeks ago, he was like going to meet up with an old friend. And he was like, I need you to read cards about this guy because I feel a little bit uneasy about him. Like, I feel like something's not right. And like, we had a rocky past or whatever. And as soon as my husband was like, I need you to read cards about this guy, I knew that that something was not right and that it wasn't going to be good. And we didn't even end up reading the cards, okay? My husband came home from meeting up with this guy, and he was like, that was the biggest waste of time in my entire life. That guy hasn't changed at all. That was a shit show. Da da da. And my daughter was like, Mom, that guy was so untrustworthy. Like, I could tell just from his energy, blah blah. Brad was like saying, she's like, Mom, that guy I felt awkward. Like, I felt like he was untrustworthy. Yeah, my whole family had, no, I wouldn't say my whole family, but like my mom, I feel like my mom does have it, but she's like just starting to tap in. Like, she's just starting to kind of get impressions. I think she wasn't really open to it before. And then like all my kids have it for sure. All my kids have it 100%. Talking about ghosts is like a normal daily occurrence here. Talking about spirits, reading cards, like this is just a spiritual environment. The kids do whatever they want. If they want to tap into spirit, they do. If they, like, I'm a very like fluid parent. Like, if my kids believe in something, they want to do it. Like, I'm like, okay, how can we facilitate this goal, right? I'm not somebody who's like, no, you can't do that. Like, I just try to nurture their dreams and help them to get to a point where they can do the things that they love, right? I know how it feels to do what you love every day for a living, and I want my kids to feel that too. Like, I want them to have that. Yeah. Mom life! Wow! Don't get me wrong. I have my moments, obviously. Like, you guys see me get frustrated sometimes. I'm pretty good at holding my temper, but sometimes I get frustrated because I have a lot of kids. Like, I have 4 kids, and sometimes I'm just like tired or I'm at the end of my rope. And a lot of times it's not that they're doing anything wrong. It's that I'm not equipped to handle it, right? So like, if I'm overtired, or like if I just had surgery, so I'm like not feeling like myself, right? So like, I know in my spirit that a lot of times it's that I'm just not in my right state of mind, and they're just doing the shit that they normally do, and I just can't handle it, right? So I get that. I'm not looking forward to having teenagers. No. My stepson is 9, and my oldest daughter is 13, and that scares the shit out of me. Literally. Not lying. Okay, Geminis. Your cards say that when it comes to finances, it looks like you've had a little bit of financial stress lately, and it says that it's starting to even itself out, and I can totally agree with this. Like, I haven't worked in 2 weeks. I haven't had financial stress, but like, I've been just kind of pinching my pennies because I haven't really been working that much, and I've just kind of really been watching how I spend. It looks like the financial situation is going to start to pass very soon. I do see that when it comes to romantic situations, it looks like all the Geminis are kind of feeling in their element right now as far as appearance goes. It looks like we are in pretty good, like we're having like a good body image moment. I would say I definitely am. I feel very good about my body image right now. Especially since I haven't been going to the gym, I feel pretty good. I feel like I haven't like went crazy. I have went crazy. I ate a shitload of brownies and cheese and pepperonis and ice cream and pretty much everything I wanted. It does look like the Geminis haven't been struggling with anxiety too much lately. I can totally agree with that. I haven't had anxiety really. I feel like anxiety is not a super Gemini trait, honestly. Like, we are people who, we just go with the flow. We just go where the wind takes us. Like, we don't worry about things too much. We don't let things bother us too much. even when we get in a fight with somebody, like Geminis are the people who get in a fight and they walk away and that's it. They forget about it. Like, we don't hold on to it and let it ruin our whole day. Me and my husband are so different in that way because I can just like have me and him can have an argument and I just let it go and move on with my day. And it will like consume his entire day that I just like yelled at him. He's an Aries and he's like, it will like ruin his entire day if I get into an argument with him. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It says that the Geminis have had a very strong spiritual connection lately, spiritual impeccability. So that means that you've been right on point spiritually, very, very connected to yourself, your intuition, your spiritual gifts. I feel like that's definitely strong for me right now. I feel a lot stronger now that I've taken some time to relax and find peace. Yeah, I don't get the long-term emotions. That doesn't happen to me. That's why people talk to me a lot about like taking on other people's emotions. Like they're like, you must take on so many people's emotions doing readings. I'm like, nope, sure don't. I don't take on anyone's emotions really. Mostly because I read the cards, not the people, right? So I try to connect mostly with people's cards, not with their energy. It looks like the Gemini people are in a fertility cycle, but it also kind of looks like they don't know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And I can totally relate to that. We have this fertility card, but it's upside down. So that means that they don't really know where they're supposed to be sowing those seeds or what they're supposed to be doing next. And I totally feel that. It does say that psychic abilities are becoming stronger. You might find yourself more connected to spirit, more connected to the universe, more connected to, you might be seeing synchronizations and numbers and things like that. It also looks like there is a big secret coming up in the Gemini's life, and you're going to have to keep it. It looks like it's going to be somebody's going to tell you something about themselves, or you're going to come upon a big secret and you're going to have to hold on to it until the timing is right. Cool. Yeah, this reading was extremely accurate. It's like all the things that are going on in my life right now. Weird. All right, I have to go put the little man to bed, my little baby. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the cards. If you guys are reading this after it has already been recorded, please hit the subscribe button. You guys will definitely see me live on YouTube more often because why not? I'm definitely a professional card reader. You are so welcome, Karen. Yeah, I'm definitely a professional card reader. I do this for a living. And if you guys want to check out some more of my videos, you can go over and check me out on YouTube. Mostly on YouTube, I post cleaning videos, actually. But you never know. You might find some little odds and ends over there. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.